right to the phone ringing. Have you peed yet? Who is this? It's Brian, my pharmacist. Normally I wouldn't know my pharmacist by name, but this is Brooklyn, where everybody knows your name, whether you like it or not. I live in Park Slope, a suburbanite's paradise 40 minutes outside of Manhattan. Worse, I am childless in Park Slope, pissing on my hand. I had to use my first urine for my daily ovulation predictor kit. This particular date, I had to wait till 11 a.m. for a shipment of test sticks to come in. It was the same routine every time. Standing in my vestibule, the pharmacy's teenage delivery boy studies my door frame with the intensity of a building inspector while I fumble for my cash. Then he hands me the brown paper sack and pedals away on his bike, not unlike a drug deal. I'm a junkie, all right. It started with pregnancy test. Sure, I'd be pregnant at any moment, I bought a test at Brian's pharmacy. It was negative, but that was because the hormones were still in my system, I assured myself. Months passed. I peed in the morning, I peed at midday. My face as close to a urine-soaked stick as any sense of hygiene would allow. My aim was impeccable. Annie Oakley on her porcelain pony. All negative. 8 months in, every pharmacist within walking distance knew I was trying to get pregnant. I longed for a car just so I could expand my radius and conceal my habits. It suddenly occurred to me that serial killers employ similar techniques. I was officially a deviant and a barren one at that. I could have bought the test online, but who could wait that long? I'd see lines where there were no lines. I'd dig through the trash for day-old sticks to see just maybe. Occasionally, I'd even allow the test some privacy and then bound back in as if to catch the stick convening with the stork himself. One time, defeated, I drew a second affirming line in the results window with a pen. I studied it. So that's what it's like, unused. You would think you could catch pregnancy on the sidewalks of Park Slope, with babies practically falling out of women every half block, and their first breath assuring everyone around them the commute isn't that bad and they don't miss the city. They lie to themselves as I had for the past year. I am infertile in Brooklyn. 18 months, inconclusive exams, and enough test wands to construct a small metropolis, I opted for something drastic. I was working as a freelance writer, and my husband had another impoverished year of medical residency to go, so every cent had to give us the best chance. In vitro fertilization was that chance. Knowing we need at least $15,000 to start, I did what my hormones demanded. I drained my 401k and called the fertility clinic. Around this time, I began trolling internet baby boards for other in vitro hopefuls. Enter babycenter.com. The first thing on the agenda was to make up a screen name. I did something not uncommon to the childless. I used the name of my cat. According to my post, Bandit was looking forward to meeting other women on the board and sharing information along the in vitro journey. I was lost on my new circle of friends, but I couldn't help but occasionally chuckle as I read back how my cat was navigating this new world of reproductive technology. Bandit, have you had your HSG x-ray to test for any tubal blockage? He had. He had experienced some slight cramping, but had gotten through it just fine. Overall, there were about 10 women in our in vitro group. It was standard to say hello, update your status, and then ask about each group member individually. I was very good at the first two parts. Simply put, I was an abysmal fertility buddy. Like the real Bandit, the online one was completely self-absorbed. Meanwhile, my cyber sisters were immune to such selfishness. Their attention was addictive, not unlike pregnancy tests. Soon, first names began creeping into entries and personal lives were revealed. Fourth IVFer told us about her multiple failed cycles and how this was her last chance, while hoping for a miracle was battling endometriosis and had taken out a second mortgage. In the online chatter, one thing was clear. Some of us would leave the infertility boards, and some wouldn't. The successes would make the leap to the baby boards, assigned a due month, along with a new life. The rest would be left behind. But for now, we band together, a platoon of hopefuls in battle with our bodies. All that was left was to hunker down and see who made it out. And after 6 weeks of countless hormone injections, physical exams, and a final implantation surgery, the chopper came for me. I was told to resist taking an at-home pregnancy test and wait for the clinic's more accurate results. I wasn't even tempted. My mind was processing what my body already knew. I was pregnant. I went home and I made the electronic leap to the baby boards. I was the only one. I did not post my success on the infertility board. I wanted to say goodbye. They deserve that, but I didn't. Instead, Bandit bid them a silent farewell, too guilt-ridden to face the selfless masses. "Where are you, Bandit?" was their online plea. And this is where virtual etiquette fails. Curled up with his prize, Bandit turned away. He had found a new window, and along with it, his place in the sun.